forecast for Hecate Strait, northern half, gale warning in effect. Winds southeast 20 to 30 knots, becoming southeast 25 to 35 this afternoon.
Well, since it's so rainy outside, and since we're leaving tomorrow, I thought I would check the engine, because we ran it for quite a while on the way down. And things I check are just the belt tension, make sure it hasn't, nothing's come loose. I used to have a problem with this belt coming loose all the time after running it for a long time, but I just put a little lock washer on the adjustable nut, and it's never been a problem since. So belt tension's good, and I'll check the oil level, which I can do right now. It's a bit awkward unless you go in from the lazarette, but so our oil level's good. It hasn't gone down at all. Some people check it when it's warm. I check it when it's cold. I guess I could check it when it's warm, but I don't know if it's better to do one or the other. But then to put this back in, you kind of have to know where you're going. And there it goes. From the lazarette outside, you can see it, so it's easier. And the next thing I'll check is the coolant level. And just make sure it's good. This is a little bit tricky, you have to use a mirror because it's up high, but it looks like it's the same as it was when we left, so that's good too. So Devlin hasn't played crib in about 20 years.
About that.
And we just played a game.
Yeah.
Who was the winner?
I was. But only by a few points. And it was because I got to count first.
But you strategized, well, and
I even gave you some points in your cribs.
Yep.
You also gave me points.
That happens. So that's a good indoor game on a day like this, eh?
Indoor game. Learned I'm not ever going to be a dealer in Vegas.
Yes, you dropped the card while you're shuffling. That's gonna be a permanent scar on your resume.
Scar on my record.
Yeah.
But it was fun, and I think we're gonna have another game.
Yeah. Well, it's still raining out. We're kind of waiting to go out and do some more exploring.
Yep.
But it's high water right now, and we want it to drop a bit anyways, because
it's the best time to go beachcombing.
Yeah, it's not great to beachcomb when the water's really high. So we've got some time to kill anyways, and hopefully the weather will get better.
Yeah. $10.
20 for 2.
15, 2, 15, 4, 15, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice. 15, 2, 15, 4, 15, 6. That's it. So here we are about 1 p.m. in the afternoon. A lot of rain coming down still, and cloudy. It's bright out though, and I noticed even with this weather, oops, to adjust the camera here, we're making power with the solar panels. So I can focus there. Not much power, but it's crazy how it can be rainy and cloudy and still getting solar.
For dinner tonight, we are going to have halibut and probably rice. But before we go beachcombing, we're just going to marinate it with some ginger and garlic, soy sauce, sesame oil, brown sugar, a little bit of chili garlic paste. And the halibut will sit in that for a few hours, and then it'll be really tasty to bake up. And then the extra marinade will taste quite delicious on top of rice. And the fish, of course. And the halibut is from Bella Bella, a trip last week. Ginger. And here comes the garlic smell. Can you smell all that ginger and garlic?
Oh yeah, that smells good. So what do we have in the pan so far?
So far, we've got some soy sauce and some sesame oil. I'm going to be adding the other fun stuff that we just finished chopping up. So we'll add our ginger and garlic. And some chili garlic sauce to give it a bit of a kick. Oops, some right in the pan already.
So not too much of that?
Not too much of this. It adds a bit of it does add a kick, and it's delicious, but a lot. And then we add some brown sugar and you can either add maple syrup or brown sugar, but the nice thing about brown sugar is that it is a bit thicker, so it will kind of help it stay on the fish a bit more. So you put this, and we stir it all together. We are going to take the skin off of it, which you don't have to, but you may as well. All that skin's pretty...
It's pretty tough.
So sort of, you're not really worried that you're going to cut your finger, because there's very, very little chance the knife will go all the way through the fish. Or it hasn't in my limited experience with cutting halibut.
Yes, disclaimer. Don't try to.
Don't try this at home. Don't try it if you. Don't try it with.
Just be careful with the knife still.
Fish. Still be careful with the knife, but halibut skin is
pretty thick.
Quite thick, and sometimes it's actually a little bit easier if you're cutting it when it's semi-frozen, because it just seems to come off a little bit, but I just don't want to lose any halibut, so you know. And depending on kind of how big your container is and how big your piece of fish is and how you want to serve it, you can cut it up before you put it in the marinade. We are going to bake it, but we might sear it first. So for now, I'm just going to soak it. And so put it in here. It is still a bit frozen, which is fine. And because we're not baking it frozen. And then we'll just put the marinade on top.
Smells really good.
Smells really good, and if we were sort of home the whole time, well, which we'll do after, but you would just flip it around and every half hour just put some on. But when we come back, we'll flip it so it's face side down, and so now it's just going to sit with this beautiful ginger soy sauce brown sugar in it.
So where are we off to?
Banks Island. Named after a famous botanist, president of the Royal Society for years and years and years.
The tide's still going out, still blowing southeast. If I ever build a cabin, I found my site right behind us here. The white sandy beach in front. walking along and I found this barnacle. They're really big, and these come from whales. So that means that there's whales offshore here rubbing the bottom, and that's what you find on the beach. Devlin found even a larger one. Keep looking. I thought beachcombing was pretty fun yesterday, but this is even better. We have white sandy beaches behind us, and tons of shells, millions of little snails. Devlin saw some wolf tracks and probably a bear track. It was quite a bit bigger and it was a bit older in the sand, but the wolf tracks were fresh, like looked like today or yesterday. And yeah, just reminds you that we're out in the wilderness. So the tide has gone out. It probably doesn't go out a whole lot more. But it goes all the way to the top there. Are you okay going forward? I can't see where your feet go.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Every step is kind of like you just don't know what you're stepping on.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? One more. I'll get the motor. First I'll get the gas can.
Where are you now?
Now we're at the top of the inlet in the little bay that we're in. So we're on Larsen Island. And we're gonna see if we can walk through to the other side. Wow. No, this is the same side. Yeah, this is the bay we're from. We're getting close.
So we've made it to the west side of Larsen Island. We bushwhacked through from our little bay and bushwhacked through a bit of trees, some marsh. We thought we'd hit the marsh a lot sooner, but some old gnarly cedar trees. And it's pretty neat over here. There's a bunch of logs blown up into the stream, but it's actually really cool over at Banks Island. So if we were staying again tomorrow, I'd vote to go back to Banks. The sun is trying to come out. It's still raining, but you can totally tell this is rugged west coast, and these trees must have been hammered by the wind here.
We made it. So we found this rock wall. I'm not really sure what purpose it would serve. It's way up the beach, but it is tidal here, and it's looks like a lot of effort to make it. So we'll have to do some research.
I just took the fish out, and it looks just about done.
Smells super good.
Smells real good, and yeah, it's done. Let's see if the juices got baked in.
Mm. Wow, that is yummy.
Yeah, especially good if it's been marinated for hours.
Mm-hmm.